Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the King Circle members and the corporate team. I welcome you all to our IndusViva mobile application awareness program. So, with the beginning of 2021, this is a new step in our Viva diary, and I hope all of you are too much excited to know what is this Viva mobile app all about. So, to give you a better detail about how the app works and how you can boost your career with this new digital step, I would like to request Mr. Nishad M, Manager of Compliance Department, to give you a brief about the and our journey to through this app. Welcome, sir, on screen.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, King Circle members, respected
Sir,
distributor
you are not
advisory.
audible.
I'm not audible? Huh? Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Respected distributor advisory council members and all executive diamond and above, and all King Circle members. So today, this meeting, meeting was just announced yesterday, and you all have joined. First of all, thank you for that for joining this meeting on a short notice. And this meeting is very important because we are going to talk about a new development which has already been shared to you all by our Chief Executive Officer and on last Sunday. That is the new development of our company, but our IT department has come up with a new thing. See, we know one thing very clearly that one of the toughest step normally an upline, a distributor, used to have is to get a list prepared by a distributor, right? One of the toughest this one, because if you have a list, then it'll be easy for you to help them to segregate the list and to find out potential distributors, the potential prospects and potential customers, and how to move ahead, that you can have a roadmap. That used to be one of the toughest steps normally with the new distributors. So we already have in our diary, Viva diary and all. We already have this R3 pages and all, but still you need to write there, right? So writing the list is one of the difficult one for most of the distributors, right? So majority is like that. So this concept has come up from a thought process that how we can, make more convenient for people. So how we can help them technically for these things. That's how this concept has come up. So see this mobile app, Viva app, would help you, first of all, to prepare the list. No need to write, right? So no need to write the list. So whatever is there in the contact list, that would be synchronized. That would be synchronized in this app, and you will have the option of selecting, segregating the people, and in accordance to their their attitude and their age group, like that. Different traits are that way, where you can identify them and segregate them. And it'll be easy for you, for the distributor to understand. It will be easy for the distributor to understand the potential prospects from the contact book itself, right? And potential customers also. So I'm sure this will help our distributors, like anything, because this kind of a tool, if a distributor has, so it can be utilized like anything, and especially for the leaders like you. Today, whenever you sponsor a new person, I can see many of the leaders sitting here are ideal distributors. That means, if you're an ideal distributor, that means you keep on sponsoring people till now. whoever is not, first of all, let me mention, whoever is not an ideal distributor in King Circle group is not a good thing. So whoever is not a King's ideal distributor, please ensure that you are an ideal distributor. Show the path to your team, that tell them that you are an ideal distributor. By following you, they can also be successful, right? So that is the first thing which they can easily imitate, right? Because your achievement, your income, they cannot imitate immediately, but your ideal distributor, that thing can be imitated. So if you are an ideal distributor, that means you are again sponsoring people, and you're sponsoring people, and what is it, when you are sponsoring more people, that means again you have to sit with them to prepare their list and all. You can save a lot of time with this app. You can just guide them how can they prepare the list from their synchronized from the contacts and all. You can save a lot of time, right? Whatever we used to do manually, those things, whatever we used to do manually, those things, now the system, the app will help us, right, with simple steps. So once you have the app, you must know how to operate it. See, how much ever we know, actually, if you don't understand the features of that, we may not be able to take the full benefit out of it. So for that only we have actually what is it, arranged this program. And now the person who really can help you technically on this, right, what are the things is there. So we have our technical team here, and our IT head, Mr. Ashif, is here, who really, his team. I would like to congratulate Mr. Ashif and his team, right, who developed this app for us. And amazing what they have done, the amazing functions what they have actually integrated to that application. So there will be a lot many things apart from the, what is a lot many things what we have currently will be added later, right? Presently, you can identify your prospects, and you can identify your customers. You can prospect them, sending the video link to them, right? And what is it, you can further what is it, invite them to the VOP. You can further invite the customers for that buying the product. All those stuff are already there in this, right? Means the toughest step normally people used to think, right? Listing, invite, prospecting, inviting, these all things this app will do for you, right? So how you can do these things easily to help you today. Mr. Ashif will explain to you that. So I'll just wind up here. And technically, this business side, any doubts if you have, I'll also be there in the meeting. Anything, if you have such queries on that after this presentation, you can come with the technical things Ashif will be addressing, and any business part, if you have anything, that of course that will also be available here. So once again, I thank you all for listening, and I appreciate that our IT team to helping our distributors with wonderful application. So for that, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bashaki, over to you.
Thank you so much, Nishad sir. Thanks for this detailed brief. Now, I would like to request Mr. Ashif sir, the head of IT department, to come on screen and give all of you a detailed description about the app, how to operate the app, and how will it help in building your business. So, can we have Ashif sir on screen, please?
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Ashif,
You're
very
audible.
well. Very good
Okay.
morning to you.
Good morning to you all. So I'm Ashif. I'm heading the IT engineering here. So just like Nisha sir told, the application is already available in Play Store and App Store as of now. But I don't recommend that you go there and download it now. We can do that probably after the meeting. So during the meeting, I recommend that you all pay attention to the help that we give you to raise awareness, and then download the application, do accordingly later on. So we'll start. You have got a brief description about the application from Nisha sir. Like he said, it addresses two main pain points, which has been faced by distributors in retail as well as in prospecting. That is lead management. So in any business, you understand that knocking many doors is one thing which is inevitable, right? And those doors which you knock, you would begin with people you already know, people who are your friends, your acquaintances or relatives. So that is where you start building your business, whatever business it is, whether it is a startup, whether it is anything else. You start from the places you already know, from the people you already know. So the one place where you have all those people collected is your phone book. That is the place you have to look to building your business. So this application will also start there, right at your phone book. So if you look into your phone book, there are hidden patterns inside the phone book. There are potential customers to whom you would be able to retail your products regularly. There are potential distributors who would be millionaires one day. So likewise, there are hidden people which you need to identify inside your phone book. So this application starts right there by taking you to the phone book. And then now I will we'll segregate this discussion into two portions. One portion is where I will tell you what the problem really is. Second one is I'll take you through individual screens. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, the screen is visible.
You can raise a thumbs up. So you can head on to Play Store, right? For Android users, you can head to Play Store, and for iOS, Apple users, you can head on to App Store. And there, if you search IndusViva, the application that comes up first, called IndusViva, developed by IndusViva Engineering, that is the app which you have to download, right? So you click the application and download. I have already installed the application. That is why it is not showing the download button. Now, once you download the application, you can open it. I don't do it now. We'll do it afterwards, right? First, I'll take you through all the screens. Now, you can choose language. Currently, we have two main languages like English and Hindi, right? We'll be coming up with other languages as well in the coming days. But to start with, these are the two options that you have. So first you start with English. I'm going for English. Here you can see that you can log into the application with your distributor ID. Now take your prospecting to the next level. The third one is you can send personalized audio and text messages with ease. So these are the three provisions of the application which is available to you now. This is a first phase, right? This is a brainchild of our respected CEO, Advocate Abhilash Thomas. So this comes in various phases, and first phase is with these 3 points, these 3 problems. So let us go and get started. You click on get started. Now it asks you to enter the distributor ID. Okay, you sign in with the distributor ID that is already provided to you from which you use to log into your virtual office. You click on login. There is a terms and conditions screen which you can read through, and then you can accept it. Now, after accepting, this is the first screen. This is where I mentioned that this is a place where you start building everything, right? You start from your phone book itself, from your contacts list itself. So in order to do that, you have to securely upload all the contacts to a secure server, which will be accessible only to you, right? So that particular contact list will be in a personal space exclusively for you. It will not be accessed by anyone. It is secret. So if you look at the screen, you can see that this is a screen where you build your lead book. So you click on the button called Build My Lead Book. It will ask you permission to access your contacts. If you allow, then it will sync all your contacts. What has happened is that all the contacts from your has been taken to a server which is private to you, and then it has been stored somewhere so that you can easily access it from anywhere, right? So this is the starting point of your lead book creation. This is what is known as a lead, right? So if you look at the marketing domain, there are salesmen coming at you from every domains, right? People are trying to sell you so many things. People are trying to reach out to, take their internet, food delivery apps. Every company out there or every service provider out there is reaching out to you to buy their services. So how do they do that? How do they manage thousands and millions of leads in a company like that? So that question actually gives us a solution, that there would be a lead management system somewhere inside the company. If we are talking about it can be anything like an Excel sheet, maybe, where you write down all your contacts, right? You write down all your leads. Then, for instance, if we take an example, if you take a particular person in your family and he has got a history of heart disease, right? So you already know that that person is a viable customer for iPulse. In that case, he is a potential, customer for the product iPulse. So you tag him in the Excel, right? That is a traditional way of handling things. So this screen is the first screen where the app requires you to tag 10 people from your contacts. This is the starting phase, starting phase of your lead management system. So every day the app will prompt you to update and tag 10 contacts, right? It will not burden you with asking for tags for 1,000 people at once. It will ask you 10 each. So if you look at the topmost portion of the screen, you can say that remaining is 10. So for this day you have to do 10. Obviously you are free to go more than 10, but at least you have to do 10 each day. That is how you manage and sustain your lead book. So let us start with one contact. First contact, you can see if you click on the particular one contact, then you can see the tags, right? Is it a potential customer or distributor, right? You can select anything, potential customer or distributor. And there might be certain contacts in your phone book which might be helpline numbers, likewise, which you can avoid. You don't need to tag those. So this is a potential customer. Now I am selecting the language, right? I'm selecting the language as Hindi. Now you can select the particular city. I'm selecting Adra. Now you can select the age group of that particular person. This is very important because the more tags you put in, the more personalized that particular lead will be. If you ask any lead management person, marketing person, you know that they will try to tag, create a lot of tags, right? According to the tag, you can come up with what is the level of prospecting that has to be done. If a person is between 18 to 25, he's a youth, so you might want to use a different strategy there. If it's a person between 25 to 55, your strategy might change. So according to the classification of the age, you can tag it here, right? Now I'm going to tag the particular customer with iPulse. So the meaning of this particular thing is that this particular person, Aishwarya, is a potential customer for iPulse, right? This is one case which I'm going to show you. Now after we do that, we click on save. Now that particular contact has been tagged forever in the server, which you can access anytime. Let us go to the second contact, Ali Akbar. Now I am adding this person as a distributor. If you see, I select the tag distributor. I select the language English. The city would be CEO. Okay, I selected the city. Then I selected the age group, the marital status. Is he an employee, self-employed or unemployed? That you have to select employee. Then what is the attitude of that particular person? Depending upon the attitude, you can choose different strategies to approach the same person. So positive, he is in fact a positive person. So I click on save. Now the rest of it all I'm going to update. I don't want to show you the 10 contacts. How now you understood how you can tag a customer versus how you can tag a distributor. Now we'll go ahead and tag these people. You have to be careful here because what I'm showing you is a sample. You have to be careful with your own lead book. Once it has been tagged, our system knows that these are the tags which are applicable to this person. So depending upon the tags you put in, the system will remind you of certain things, which I will come in the later portion of this presentation. So take time and prepare a lead book like this. Okay, now it shows that you have completed tagging for the day, right? This is a simple thing which you can do every day, which will help you build your lead book with a factor of 10 each day. So what happens is that you will go out there to the market, meet new people every day, and then the first thing that you will do is you are not going to put them down in Excel, right? You are going to take your phone, then you are going to add them to your contacts and save their name, right? When you do that, it will automatically be reflected here. All you have to do is you have to go home, then you have to, if you can see the 3 dots at the rightmost corner of the screen, topmost corner, then where you can sync contacts, you can click. We will come to the questions after the presentation. Is that okay? Okay. Now what happened was that I have not got a new contact. I haven't saved anyone else, so it is the same. So whenever you go out to the field every day, add new contacts, come back, and then sync the phone book again. So those new contacts will be synced to the cloud, right? So this has to be done once every day. So that now that process is done, I will take you to the next section of our application. So this is a single step which if you want to build a successful lead book, then please do it every day. That is a recommendation, strongly suggested. And the next portion is where you can click on the more section. If you look at the footer of the application, you can see home, notifications, and more, right? You click on the more section, you can see 3 menus there. If you select the voice notes, right, this is a screen which I am going to explain to you, right? So before going into that screen, there are 2 important aspects to our business. The first aspect is prospecting, and the second one is enrollment. Sorry, the second one is retail. So you can consider this application as a kind of an assistant with an Excel, right? So you will tag multiple persons, right? You are going to send parables of the pipeline video to one person in WhatsApp, right? After that, you lose track of that. You will not after a few days, you don't know what is the status of that particular person. So imagine that you are a distributor. You are going to send hundreds of links to different people in Facebook and WhatsApp and everything. How do you understand when to follow up, or how to follow up, or how to follow up efficiently? So if you had an assistant, that person will manage this particular lead book for you, right? Every marketing person would have an assistant to remind him of various things. So in that case, imagine that you had an assistant in the form of an application which would remind you every day on how to take forward your prospecting as well as your retail. So that is what is going to happen through this application. Now that you have done your first phase, the second phase is you need to train your assistant. Imagine that this app is your assistant, right? So obviously the first step that you would do for a potential prospect would be to send the parable of the pipeline video. Obviously you have your physical activities, you have your meetings and everything. This one is something which you can do every day morning. You don't have to go out to the field to send a message to WhatsApp, right? So this thing every day morning you can do this particular thing. So imagine you are sending a parables of the pipeline video to a potential distributor. Now, the second step is, how do you know whether the person has seen it or not, right? If the person has not seen it, how do you follow back? Imagine you have sent the link to at least 100 people over Facebook, LinkedIn, or WhatsApp. Now, how do you know whether the person has seen the video or not? How do you know whether you can approach the person, or how do you know whether that person is interested or not, right? This application will tackle that in some way, which is once you send the parables of the pipeline video through WhatsApp, this app will keep on listening and will understand when someone watches, or it will understand if somebody doesn't watch, right? So if somebody doesn't watch, what do you have to do? You have to follow up with that person, right? Through this application, it doesn't have to be manual. This application will remind you to send a personal message. Imagine you have sent the video to one person and he hasn't watched it. Now after a few hours, it will remind you that, okay, you have sent this video to this person but he hasn't watched it. It is time to remind him or send a follow-up with a personal message, right? Obviously he's going to be your friend, like, or somebody you know. That is why he's in your WhatsApp list. So you are going to send a voice. You have to send a voice. So how do we teach this particular application regarding your voice, right? That is where you have this option of the first option. If you see parable of the pipeline follow-up, that is the first option you can see on the screen. There is something written in red called you don't have an audio yet. Let's set it up, right? So you can go to that particular menu. Now, if you go into that menu, in the bottom portion of the screen, you can see that you have 4 scripts available to create voice note. Now, as I really personal, this is going to be between you and your contact. This is not going to be machinized or mechanized, right? You have to record a personal note with your own voice in the language that you prefer, right? So you click on create and it shows the different languages which are available for you to record the video. Depending upon the language of the prospect, right, you have to record various audios. Now this phase is what we are teaching the application what to send, right? You don't have to record the same audio again and again in WhatsApp saying him to watch the parables of the pipeline video. You don't have to do that. You record it once. That is what is going to happen here. Now we'll start from the bottom. We'll record a Kannada voice. Now the screen changes to record, the record screen. You click on the record button. It will ask you permission to record audio. Once you grant the permission, it will start recording, right? It will keep on recording. You already have a pre-written script there, which you can read out. It makes it easy for you to read out what is written there. And if you prefer to add any more personal notes, you can do that obviously through your recording. Once you are done the recording, you can click stop. And if you want to listen to it, you can click on the play button. And if it is not sufficient, you can discard it and record again. And now I recommend you to use headphones or stay close to your mic so that your voice is crisp and clear, right? Because this audio is going out through WhatsApp to one of your contacts. So make it as personal as possible. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save the particular audio. So parables of the pipeline follow-up voice message for the video has been created in Kannada language. Now I'm just going to record all other languages. Just for the sake of simplicity, I'm just recording something. Now what I have done is I have completed recording all 4 languages available to me. All 4 videos has been, audio has been recorded. So the application now knows to what to send, what voices to send to those people who hasn't watched the video, right? It now knows. Now if you come back, you can see that the first session shows that 4 voice notes has been created. That means that session of the application is now trained, right? It will use these voice notes again for people who are not watching the links that you send, right? Now the next audio is something different. What is the most logical step that you would take after you send a parable of the pipeline video to a particular person? The next step is you automatically follow up with the invite to Zoom VOP. That is the logical step which we have to take. If the person is interested in the pipeline, parables of the pipeline video, you obviously have to invite him to a Zoom meeting. That is the way it happens, right? So digitally, how do we do is that once a particular person has watched the video, our app will know that this person has watched. Now it will automatically remind you to send an VOP link to that particular person. You don't have to take the headache of remembering that. If you are prospecting a lot of people physically as well as digitally, it is very difficult for you to remember all these things, right? So you don't have to remember any of that. The app will remember that for you. It will automatically keep a list of people who are watching and who are not watching, right? And even after you send a particular voice note saying that please watch this parable of pipeline video, it will change your life. If the person is not responding, then the app will ignore those people, because they would not be interested, or you would want to follow up with them in a different way. Now if the person is genuinely interested after listening to your audio, it will remind you to send the VOP to that person, right? Along with the VOP, you have an option to send a personal audio once again, right? The link to VOP is not sufficient to drive the person. It has to be something in your own voice with a personal touch. So that is the message that you are going to record in the second session. You can see that VOP, Viva Orientation Program, right? You click on it. You can see that you haven't created any audio yet. You create an audio. Like I explained in the previous screen, we'll start from Kannada. We'll record. So this usually is a recording that translates to, this is the VOP link. This meeting will change your life, right? This is the video that goes along that particular sentiment. So you add your personal touch in this audio and then save it. Going ahead and saving it. You're going to create the second. Whatever language you are comfortable with, you do that. And whatever language you are going to prospect, you do that. Clicking on save. Now what has happened is that you have completed recording all your audios. Now the first portion, if you come back, you can see that the first two portions are complete. Parable of the pipeline follow-up, everything is recorded. VOP, Viva Orientation Program, all the voice notes are created. So this section is done. This is the phase which we call training this particular application to be your assistant, right? Now all the training has to be done to it. So it has been trained on your behalf. Now we will now take you through various notifications that you will receive every day, pushing you to do prospecting, right? Before a VOP is going to happen. So you have VOPs on 3 days in the week. So before that VOP is supposed to happen, you will receive a nudge from this particular application asking you to invite these people, right? I will take you through those screens. So as you can see, you have received a push notification. You can see at the topmost portion of the screen, it says, I will scroll down. It says, let's prospect, right? That is a tiny nudge. So every day, lakhs of messages will be flying to hundreds of distributors saying, let's prospect, right? It is going to help you to build your team without you having to get involved with it. Right, it will give these nudges every day to those people. So I'm going to get into that notification, what has arrived. I'm going to open the application again, and if you look at the bottom portion, right, you can see 3 menus there. One is home, one is notifications, and you're going to go to the notifications menu. Once you go to the notifications menu, there is the notification which has already been arrived, like let's prospect. This is your action point. You do whatever the application says because it has been trained on your behalf. Now you go and click on let's prospect. Now you can already see that based on certain criteria on, what is the chance for a person to be converted to a distributor, how likely it is for that person to be a distributor, the app will automatically select the top scored people from your tag list of tags to that particular notification. Now you can see 2 people, right? So I'm going to, app is prompting you to send the parables of the pipeline video to these people. I'm going to share one, right? I'm going to click on the share button. You can see WhatsApp button and share, right? Since this is a demo, I'm going to click on share button. Obviously, what you can do is you can click on the WhatsApp button. It will take you directly into that WhatsApp contacts chat box. You don't have to do anything else. I will click on share, and I select WhatsApp. And just for this, I'm going to send it to myself. So here you can see that here is a video that I think has the potential to change your life. Please check it out and let me know. This is a message that is going to go out to that person. You just need to click on send. That is done, right? So you come back to the application again, and now you know that you have sent one particular message to a person. Now you don't need to take the headache of what that person is doing, right? If that person is viewing your message, you get 2 blue ticks, nothing else, right? You don't know whether he's viewing the video or something. You don't know what is going to happen. Now what I will do is I will go and no, I will not go and check out that video, because we want to know whether people have watched the video or not. Now I haven't watched, right? Now I want the application to prompt me to nudge the other person that, hey, I have sent a video, you have to see it. Now we will check how that happens. Imagine the person you send it to has not watched the video yet. This is what is going to happen. Now, at the topmost portion of the screen, you can see there is an alert, right? After a few hours, the app will remind you that the prospect has not seen the video. Remind them with a personalized voice note. Now, you know what voice note I'm talking about, right? You have already recorded a voice note to send as a follow-up, right? Now you go into the application again, and then you come to the notification screen where you can see the alert. Right, the app is nudging you that the person to whom you have sent the notification has not seen the video yet. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm just showing one contact, right? App will choose 5 contacts for the VOP. You have to do it for 5 people, right? I'm just showing it one because to make things simple. So you click on the alert. Now it shows that Ali has not seen the video, POP video, which you have sent to him. Now it is time for you to remind him with a voice message. Here you can click on share, and again the WhatsApp screen will come up. Now I'm going to send it to myself, right? So this is the audio. Along with this audio, right, a text message has already been copied to your clipboard. You can just click on the message field and paste. So it shows a personalized message. You don't have to type anything. The message is already typed for you. Hello, in case you forgot to watch the Parable of Pipeline video, kindly do watch it now. I'm sure you love it, right? This along with the video will do the task. So if it is a person who you already know, he will listen to your voice now, right? And he will go and check out the video, right? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the video. I'm going to watch the Parable of the Pipeline video from the link which has been sent. Okay, this is the parable of the pipeline video. At this time, I just send the message to myself, right? You're going to send it to your contacts, and your contacts are going to load this video like this. What happens is that when they reach this page, our app automatically understands that these guys have already opened the video, right? So it will tell you that this person has already watched the video, and this person is interested, right? That is what our app understand at that particular point. Now if the person has watched the video, he would be interested in a participating in a VOP because he want to be a businessman, he want to be an entrepreneur. You have made sure that the person has watched the video, right? So the third thing is the app will remind you to invite him to a VOP, right? That is the next thing that is going to happen. If you see at the topmost portion, you have a particular okay, 1 minute. You have a notification that says it's VOP time, right? So the app understood that somebody has watched the video, and if you click on it, it will show that Ali has watched the video that you have sent. Now it is time for you to invite him to a VOP, right? You click on share again. The same skin pops up in WhatsApp. I'm going to send it to myself. This is a voice message prompting him to please participate in the VOP. Along with that, you have also got a text message which you can paste. If you see, that is a personalized message that is going out to his particular in his particular name. I'm so glad that you watched the video. Here is an idea for you to build a pipeline. Click below and join me for the Zoom meeting. So by this point of time, the app has taken care of all the things. Like one task is to remind you every day. Second task is to keep you updated on who is watching the video and who is not. The third time is reminding you to send a voice note. The fourth time is when the app itself reminds you that this person has clicked on the link. Now it is time to invite him for a VOP. After this process is complete, now the rest is in your hands. You call him, or you get him invited, or for the VOP, and you get him participated, right? By this point, the sales funnel for the prospecting process is over, right? Now we will move on to the next portion, which is retailing. I hope everybody is aware about what has happened, right? Can we move on to the next portion? Okay. So the next portion is retailing. So if you want to keep your business fresh and your networks close, and you have to maintain your income, right? You have to keep on doing this every day. You cannot ignore whatever your assistant is telling you, right? Because he is keeping a diary. Likewise, whatever the apps tell you, you do that, and you can make sure that digitally you have outreach to at least a few number of people every day, so that you can keep your business fresh and going. So you go to the voice notes again, and from there you can see that you have various products, right? You have an iPulse, you have an iCoffee, iSlim, and iGlow. Now I will just give you a description about what this really means. You all have got a store link, right? You will send that store link to your potential customers, and then what happens is that when they make a purchase through that store link, the PV comes to you. You are rewarded. That is the way the store link is happening as of now, and the store link is personalized to you. When somebody makes a purchase from that store link, it is you who is rewarded. So you have got these products to sell. Now you have a WhatsApp and a list of potential customers whom would want to buy your products, now you are going to reach out to them, right? So in order to reach out, you have to give them the video, right? A product video first. Without that, you cannot reach out to those people because they will not understand what it is about. So you first reach out to them with a video, right? Once a video for iPulse, let us take iPulse. We are talking about the one person who has a heart condition. in your family. So he will benefit from using iPulse. So you know that he's going to be a regular customer. So you have already tagged him in the first page with iPulse. Now you want the application to remind you to send the product video to this person. That is what the application is going to do. Okay. Now, once you have sent the video, right, the person will watch it. The person can either watch it or the person will not watch it, right? From the blue tick that you get in WhatsApp, you will not understand whether the video has been watched or not. So if the video has not been watched, you need to follow up with the voice note, right? So that is what we are going to record here. I'm just going to record. Okay, am I audible now? I'm sorry, I was on mute. Okay, so what I did was I was recording the voice notes. I did for 2 languages. This is the last one. Now all the languages has been recorded. So this voice is really about the link and the product, and it is prompting the person to buy it, right, in your own voice, in a personalized voice. That is all this audio is about. Now once you have done recording that, the app now knows in your own voice that what needs to be spoken to the person to whom you are retailing, right? So we have already finished the prospecting part. This is a separate portion, which is retailing. The app will have different kind of notification here every day from okay, see, every day it will send out a notification selecting one person from your contact list. If you can read the particular notification which has come to my phone, I will show you. Can see the first message, right? Nail your retail. That is a prompt that will come to you on a daily basis. Don't ignore it. You just go into it, and it has already selected a prospect for you for that particular day, right? So I'm going to send this particular product video to that contact. Again, I'm going to use my contact only. This comes in Hindi language because that particular customer's language was selected as Hindi when you tagged. Okay, now this has been sent, right? Now imagine the person who receives this particular video, right? This particular video, when they visit that particular video, you want to get alerted, right? You want to know when he or she is checking out that particular thing. I will show you what will happen when the other person will click on this. When the other person click on this particular store link, you can see that a notification will come to you, right? In the topmost portion of your phone, you can see that a notification has arrived saying that have no fear, store link is here. So the app is essentially telling you that the other person has seen the video. Now it is time to send the store link so that you can convert he or she to a potential customer. That is what we are going to do. I'll show you the notification. If you can see the first notification, you click on it, and it is telling you that this person has watched your video. Now just send the store link. You click on share, go to WhatsApp. Then you can click on paste, and your personalized store link, right? This is going to be your store link, not a generic one. This is going to be sent to that particular contact along with the audio that you recorded earlier, right? You have recorded an audio to be sent to your potential customers, right? So that audio is already there. It has come when you click on share. Now, if you click on paste, the store link will be there, your personalized store link. Now you can send it out and your retail cycle is now complete. This is a way it takes care of the entire cycle. The first one is when you get someone to enroll, your prospecting, and then the second one is your retail. Now the two things have been complete, and this is what we are planning for the first phase. Now what you have to do is you can go to Play Store and download the application, and on a daily basis, please do update 10 contacts each, 10 tags each. From that moment onwards, whenever company is conducting a VOP, the app will let you know in advance, and it will automatically keep on reminding you to send these contacts, to send these messages to all these people. You don't have to take the headache of managing them manually in an Excel or a notepad or a plain paper. You don't have to do that anymore. This app will contain all your outreach and everything digital that you're going to do through your phone, right? Is it okay now? Okay, so I already told that this is going to be your lead management system, right? So you need to have you need to have provisions to see all the tags in a filtered way. If for instance you want to see who your potential customers are, you want to see who your potential distributors are, and the third thing is you want to see who are already the distributors, right? So you go to the menu on the rightmost corner in the top portion of the
Ashraf,
screen.
Ashraf,
Yes.
Ashraf, there are some questions coming on chat. Are you
Okay.
viewing it?
So I was thinking that we could do this after the presentation.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Now you click on update, apply filters. Now you can see this is a filter page, right? You can put any filters there. Now, if you want to see your potential distributors, you can click on the distributors tab and you can click apply, and it will show you, just show you the filtered list of your potential distributors alone, right? Now you go to the filter again. You want to search for potential customers, it will show you those potential customers. This is the one place, your base of operations, where you can filter anything, you can see anything, you can search for anything. Now, one thing interesting is there is one more tab called a distributor. If you select this particular one, it is a interesting one because you can select that one and apply. The persons in your contact book who are already a distributor will come here, right? So when I was doing that, I was taken aback by the fact that a few people whom I already know were already distributors at IndusViva. I didn't know, I was friends with them, but I didn't know that they had IndusViva business. So that is the one place where you can check out in your contacts who and all are your distributors. Now there are other smaller tags like language, city, age group, occupation, attitude tag, and everything. You can put all these tags and search. Whenever you're feeling like prospecting, you want to find out people for iPulse with an attitude, a positive attitude. Now you go ahead and search, and it will show you all those people belonging to that particular category, right? This is a filter portion of the application. Now that we have presented almost everything, I hope that okay, now I think we'll move on to questions. Yes, I can see a question that in the application it is synchronizing customer care numbers also. If it is formatted as a mobile number, it will obviously do that. What you can do is when that number pops up in your tagging list, you can just ignore it. You don't need to tag those contacts. That is the one question I saw here. Okay, now you have asked how safe is our leads data which I'm storing in the app. Your application is going to be uploaded to a server which is very secure. I will just a minute. Yes, so it was asking about the security. Your data will be encrypted and stored with the latest cyber security policies applicable, because this is going to be launched in US also, right? The rules are more stringent in US than in India, so we will be following an international standard for safely storing the data, and the server is perfectly safe within us. It will be hosted in one of the most secure platforms available, which is Amazon Cloud. So you don't have to worry about the security of the data. One question is, can we tag multiple products for a customer? So currently that provision is not there, but it will be coming up in the later releases. You can only tag one product for one customer as of now. Any other questions? Okay, so now we have started with a few cities. Now, if you cannot see your city in the list, you can reach out to us. We will add the particular city. No, you will not have different store links for each product. The store link will be the same. There is a question asking me whether you'll have different store links for each product. It is very difficult to track, right? If you have different store link for each product, so the store link will only be one. Yes, when you check out the application, it will synchronize your entire contacts. And if you look at any average person's phone book, it would be almost 1,000 to 2,000 contacts. If we populate that entirely on a single screen, it is going to be very difficult. That is why in the first step, the app will only pick 10 contacts for you to tag. And just like it is mentioned in the application, if it is any customer care number or if it is gas booking number, the application doesn't know what it is actually. It knows only that it is a contact, right? So you have to do the tagging part. You have to take care of all the leads. So if something like a cable service or a gas booking is coming up, which is stored as a mobile number, only you know that it is this person's or this agency's number. So you just ignore it. You don't want to tag it. You just ignore it. So daily it will come up with a kind of a 10 contacts, and you can tag those 10 in the next update. When we release the next update, there will be another functionality where if you select, for instance, you have asked me whether one is gas booking number, right? You can ignore it. Once you ignore it, another number will be taken from your lead book and added to it. So you will have to do 10 each day.
Ashish, you are not audible.
Okay, I'm going through the questions each. So I have another one saying that, can you give a tutorial? Yes, we are already preparing a tutorial, and you can reach out to us at any time. We'll be available, because at first phase I know that this is going to be confusing, because this is going to be the first in MLM industry ever across the world. Everybody has got an application from where you can buy things. If you take Ampay, you have got an application where you can buy things, right? But in order to help with prospecting and eventual follow-up on a daily basis, which acts as an assistant, this is going to be the first time in history, in the history of MLM industry. So tutorial will obviously be given. So I'm saying again that if you does not find your city, you can always reach back to us. We will add the city. Yes, you can choose to record audio in your own language. Just make sure that that is the audio that is going out to the person. You can record in your own language. There is no issue in that. Okay, this is a very relevant question. Can we only tag can we only tag only 10 contacts in a day or more? Obviously, in order to avoid overload, that is why we are showing you only 10 contacts per day, right? Obviously, you can go to load more. There is an option in the phone. Once you complete the 10, I will show you that now. You can see the screen, right? Mobile screen. Okay. Okay, there I have 3 contacts left, which I'm going to tag. Hmm. Now it will show you a message, right? Good job, you are all set up for the day. It is just telling you that you are set up for the day. So like I said, in order to avoid overload, we are only showing 10 contacts. Now there is a button called a load more. If I click on that button in this mobile, it will not come up because this is a testing device which will not have much more contacts saved. This is not a phone which is used. This is just for the sake of a presentation. You can always go ahead and click on load more. Then the next batch of 10 will appear. You can click on load more again and again if you have time. No, you are asking, suppose if we change our old phone to a new one, then shall we have to upload the entire information again? Like I told you, once you use a phone in the server, right, to where the secure location to where you are uploading your lead book, the contacts will come on behalf of your distributor ID only. It doesn't know which phones it come from. If you are using 10 phones, right, you can log into those 10 phones with your IDs. You can sync your contacts in a single place. You don't have to upload the entire information again. Obviously, if you have new contacts in your new phone which you are going to use, only those contacts will be uploaded. The old contacts which you have already uploaded from the old phone, which will automatically come to your new phone. You don't have to do the process again and again. I hope that question is clarified. It is asking me whether I have 2 mobile phones and 2 contact lists using same app and Viva ID. Both can be uploaded in 2 different phones. What you can do is you just log into your application from the first mobile, right? Then when you do the lead book generation phase, those contacts will be uploaded to the cloud. That is done. Then what you can do is if you have a second set of contacts from in the second phone, you can obviously upload that also. You just log into the application from that particular phone and then upload it from there. So you have synchronized both contacts in a single place. You don't have to use that. Then again, you can come back to the first phone, right? There you would be able to find all the lead from your other phone also. That is going to be a single place. If distributor have common contact approached by multiple distributors, how do we solve that issue? I believe that is a question that can better be handled by Nishad sir.
Yes, Ashif.
Yes, Nisha sir, we have a query here. If a distributor have common contact approached by multiple distributors, how do we solve that issue?
What is it? Whoever act first, he will win the game. Very simple. That's it. Otherwise, also these things, what is it? These things would be the normally, right? Approached by two people at a time, right? But it will be a call by, that distributor or the prospect, of course. So the point is that you need to be faster, right, for your contacts. If you are slow, someone else will reach there. After that, if you claim it was my contact, nothing will work out. That's it. Very simple. So we can, of course, we have a mechanism. If somebody is inviting for the VOP and all, right? So who invited and all, but still, the prospect always has the right, no, to be with whom if he knows multiple people in Viva. So I think that's up to them. That's it.
I hope that is clarified. Okay, the question comes again. Suppose in the first 10 list of lead book, many are not leads like customer care numbers, etc. Then is there any option to ignore? Yes, you can ignore that person by selecting. There is an option inside of the customer and distributor option. It is called a none. You can select that tag and you can ignore. You don't want to tag customer care and everything. You just ignore it. You can select none of these. Obviously, for those people who reached the meeting late, we will need to take another call on that. I believe we will also be releasing the tutorial video real soon. And in case of any clarification, you can personally get in touch with us as well. Okay, there is a question. I don't want to select first 10 contacts. In this case, how can I do further? If you have to be careful there, because you have to really think whether you want to ignore those contacts forever, right? So the only option that is available to use ignoring those contacts by clicking on none. You don't want them to classify either as distributors or as customers. So you click on none and you can move ahead to the next page. So there is a question, is there any option of selecting multiple script which we would like to send according to the person's attitude? It would be helpful. Definitely we'll take that into consideration and we'll discuss it among ourselves, and if we see that it has value and if everyone needs it, we'll obviously do that. So I can see the messages are sent. So is there anything else?
One thing, one second, Ashif.
Yes.
Dear King Circle members, say this, we are conducting this workshop kind of thing, a tutorial kind of thing for all the King Circle members today. But we won't be able to do this for all the distributors. So please understand that you are going to do this for your team. So even if they have a good tool, if they are not educated with that, they won't be able to make the complete utilization of that. So if you have any query, if you want for understanding purpose, you can now ask and you can now get it cleared. and further you can use it your own, and you need to explain this to your further to your team, right? Because without that they may not be able to take that full advantage of that. So if you have anything, suppose if you have any language issue which you couldn't understand, that also you can share, so that somebody would be able to explain you that, right? So yeah, you can drop your message in the chat. One point has come. Have you seen this, Ashraf? Please add all the cities.
Yes, yes, we have now prioritized the cities. I think a few are missing.
Okay,
You can
okay.
see that repeatedly. We'll do that.
Another question is that how can we select already Viva distributed or just none?
Yes, so distributors will not be there for there to tag because they are already distributors like that. We will not show them actually.
If a distributor, if one of your contact is already a distributor, so you won't be able to tag him, right? Because that system will always, means with their number provided. See, be very clear. The number has to be correct, right? So in fact, we had actually erased all the numbers, duplicate mobile numbers in the system, which was creating a little issue. So we just revised it. So after a couple of days, we will be again doing that. I'm informing you all. I will be again deleting all the duplicate numbers, like what we did for email ID. So it will be your responsibility to get updated the new numbers of your team, right? The original one number only can be added against one ID. Now when we are taking one mobile number, there are 50 IDs in with one mobile number, which we won't be able to do take the advantage of all these things, right? So for that we have only one unique number, right, against what is it, one particular ID, that's it. So those things when will be in place, then only we will be able to fix such issues. Otherwise, even if he's a distributor, right, I mean, what is it, his number is something, but upline has entered some other mobile number in the system, right? It will be showing you as a, what is it, prospect, and it may create issues. For that, if you can help us, then only we can serve you better, right? So we will be doing this what is it, after this closing we will again be revising that duplicate numbers will be, what is it, removed from the system. So once you are putting that, then this kind of thing, if it's a distributor, right, then distributor name will not be there for tagging, right? So that issue won't come, provided he has provided that proper number. That's it. I hope this is clear.
And I think I have something more to add there.
Yeah.
We'll be only letting those people who have updated and verified their mobile numbers to log into the application. That is one restriction which we have set now. You will not be able to log into the mobile application without verifying your OTP in the virtual office. So you have to do that first. And I also recommend that you please change all your passwords from a security perspective. I also recommend that no matter how secure the system is, if your password is something like 12345 or ABCD, then somebody is going to eventually get to it, right? So I recommend that each and every one of you change your passwords routinely, at least once in a year, to something which is more difficult for other person to guess. And also one more thing is, don't ever try to log into your application with someone else's distributor ID. You will be blocked. So you have to take care of all this. Okay, somebody is asking, how do I okay, you need to change a particular customer from one product to another. Then in the mobile application, if you have already tagged that person as customer, you can select that particular customer. I will show it now. You can see the screen, right? Now this is one person whom I want to edit, right? This person is a potential distributor, so I want to select a potential customer, right? So I'm selecting this person. Now these are the details, right? Now you are saying that you want to change him to another product tag. Now at the rightmost portion of the screen at the top, you can see a pencil icon, right? You can click on edit, and then the screen comes up again saying that either you want to switch him to a distributor. You can even do that, right? Now you want to change this person to iPulse. I have changed that person to iPulse and I clicked on save and it is done. This is how you change, you edit a particular contact. Obviously, you have other sharing platforms like WhatsApp. Like when you click on when you go to a particular notification, there are two buttons, right? And if you click in the first button, which is share, it will not open up WhatsApp. It will open up all the sharing applications which you have in your phone, like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you have, it will show. Only if you click on the second button, that means you are using WhatsApp exclusively for prospecting, you can click on the second button. The benefit of clicking the second button is that you don't want to do anything else. I will just show you. I am going to click on the second button. Now what has happened is that you have directly gone into that particular person's page, right? You don't even want to select WhatsApp and do it again. You have gone into that person's page, and now if you go into if you click on the share button, that is when numerous other apps will show up, like WhatsApp is there, Gmail is there, every app which you have installed in your phone, Facebook, everything would be there. You can share the same to that particular platform also. Is there anything else which you want to know? Now, one recommendation that we have is you can obviously share to multiple platforms. That is one thing which you can do. You have the power to do that. But if you do it via WhatsApp, you have everything in one place, right? So we don't usually, even if you can do it, we don't recommend doing that. If you have sent a person a kind of a product video, if it is product video, it might be okay, but it would be better if you have everything in one place, which is WhatsApp. You don't want to have your links shared between Facebook and WhatsApp so that you want to go and check everything. That is going to be a headache. I prefer using a single platform, which is WhatsApp, that because WhatsApp is more personal to people, right, than Facebook. WhatsApp is what you check every day morning, right? So that is going to be the most personal space a person can ever have, and you are putting a personal message to that personal space. That is going to be more impactful than sharing it to other platforms. That is our recommendation. Anything else? Okay, I can now see that the questions have stopped. So I guess the presentation was worth your time, and I hope you use this tool. You use this tool and perfect it as an assistant, and try to use the application at least once in a day. And like I said, it will keep on reminding you, and don't ignore those requests. You just do that, and it will make sure that you are doing whatever digitally possible to keep your business up and running, right, without having to take care of the headache of following up. So just imagine that you are enrolling a new distributor and you are trying to build your team, and thousands of messages will be flowing every day, and this will help you boost your business in a way that has not been seen before. So I guess that's it then. then I'm amazed by the participation here, despite with even a short notice. So I thank you everyone for your time, and I hope this makes it makes your life a little bit easier. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashish sir, and thanks to Nishad sir for this wonderful presentation. And I'm sure this presentation is just the first step towards this learning program of the Viva mobile app. There will be many more such sessions, and it will help you build your business brilliantly. So thanks to all the participants for joining this session, and thank you everyone.